Hi, I'm standing here at the United Nations with Gladys Nairuba. She is from Uganda and she has been here on a mission, okay, for the last, how long has it been?
2 weeks.
For the last 2 weeks. And she's going to share with us what her mission is, what she's been doing, and the information that she's going to take back to her country, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Share. Tell us what exactly are you here to do at the United Nations? And you've been here for what you said? You said about a week or two?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. Share with us about your mission.
As Dr. Valerie has said, my name is Gladys. I come from Uganda and I'm here in New York as a delegation from the ACT Alliance and the World Council of Churches. I work with Dan Church Aid in Uganda, and we are here for the Commission on the Status of Women that happens every year in New York under the UN Women. Our role here is mainly to advocate for women's rights, and this year's issue has been around social protection, infrastructure development, and overall the rights of women. Our delegation is part of the faith-based actors working in advancing the rights of women.
Hold on 1 second. We have an interruption. Hold on. Okay, continue.
And the rights of women, and we are advocating for increased faith leaders' participation in spaces like this, because we are coming from countries where faith and women's empowerment and women's rights are very intertwined. Sometimes people have looked at faith leaders or faith-based institutions as part of the problem to progressive women's empowerment, and we are here to actually reaffirm that while faith leaders may be part of the problem,
Ladies and gentlemen, the 3:30 English tour is starting now. 3:30 English tour is starting now.
they are so much part of the solution, and that's why we are here to reaffirm a position. And speaking about women's rights, we are working in different countries where faith leaders are working on gender-based violence, they are working on social protection, faith leaders are defending rights, they are engaged in the legal and institutional processes to advocate for women's rights, they are working on economic empowerment for women, and I think that's what we should be discussing in terms of how do we engage them better.
Okay, now hold on 1 second. You said that how can we? So when you're saying we, are you talking about the faith-based ministries and the faith-based organizations? Are you specifically speaking about them? Because I remember when we were talking this past weekend, when we were coming from the Apollo Theater together, you said some very interesting things about the secular is involved with a lot of what we need to move these rights for women forward. But what you're saying right now, Queen Gladys, is that it's really should be more of a faith-based participation? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm actually saying is that while we have been engaging with the secular organizations, we also realize that there is a very important stakeholder that was on the sidelines, and that's faith and culture. And we are coming from countries, I'll give an example of Uganda. We are coming from a country where 98% of us align with religion, and that has a lot to do with our socialization when it comes to women's empowerment, when it comes to gender-based violence, when it comes to the place of women in the family or the place of men in the family. And it is very important for us to look at faith-based actors in their holisticness, because we are coming from countries or states where faith is multidimensional. We have the Anglican, we have the Catholic, we have the Muslim, we have the Lutheran. We also have those that are traditional.
Okay.
So as we are looking at faith-based actors, we should also be aware that they are not homogeneous, that they are as different as we are in the world. So there should be open space. And one of the things that is being pushed in one of the concluding observations is the importance of faith-based actors globally.
globally. Okay, now this is part one of this interview. We're going to continue with, we're going to discuss some other things that Gladys has taken on as her mission, and we'll be right back. Okay, thank you.